Hello, Mr. Berbatov. Thank you for joining us today. And the Premier League had just passed another hectic match day. So what do you think about the race at the moment?
Well, I think the race is over. For me, Liverpool is going to be the champion in the Premier League and fully deserving. They played great football. They have a great players, great coach. The way they show how football can be played is unbelievable. They are not winning not playing football and just kicking the ball. They are playing football, the way football should be played, with passing, combination, with speed, with great goals. And for me, as painful as it is, I must admit they are playing unbelievable, and first place for them is guaranteed as the title as well.
And which club do you keep your close eye on frequently? Is that Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur, or other names?
Well, all the team I used to play for, I always try to stay in contact, see how they're performing, get in touch, visiting to see how they're working. For example, I'll be watching tomorrow Spurs playing Liverpool. I'm going to watch. I was to Manchester United to watch how they train, because I'm curious to see how they're developing. So all the team I'm interested in, and of course big teams when they play, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, I watch them how and when they play.
And you used to have everything in Tottenham Hotspur, and then you moved to Manchester United, which caused a tidal wave from Spurs fans. So which led you to this decision?
It is the decision when you want to grow professionally, when you want to develop, when you want to get out of your comfort zone to reach a new height, a new level of developing. So for me in Spurs, I played great football. We won a cup. I felt unbelievably, amazingly well. But then it was time to move on, because the next steps in my career was there. Manchester United was coming. They were asking about me. They want me to sign. And then it can be painful for the team you're playing, for the supporters, but you need to take that decision, that difficult decision, because you need to follow your path, you follow your own way. And for me, that was at that moment Manchester United, and there was, I needed to take it and don't let it just pass and then regret.
So what made you choose Manchester United among other offers?
Well, there was no other offers. Probably City was interesting in me in that time, but when Manchester United came, I was like a horse with blinkers on, just seeing them, nothing else, because the history they used to have, the success, the players, the manager, of course. So it was easy decision for me to make and say, I'm going there.
And playing for Manchester United was an honor, yet a pressure. So could you share the challenges you were facing at that time?
It was an honor, but it was, as you said, it was stressful, a responsibility. You have to perform well, to win every game, and you need to be strong mentally to know how to handle all this pressure. So you need to go into the dressing room full of winners. I remember going there, and you have all these players like Ronaldo, Rooney, Giggs, Scholes, Van der Sar there, and you are like, okay, now we need to start learning how to be a champion. Okay, I was telling myself, I need to start to learn, because you play with the champions, and I want to become one, so I need to learn from them. And every day I was trying to learn something, even by watching, maybe asking. And that's how you can develop yourself. And then when you go to the pitch, well, this is about you then, to handle the pressure, to handle the expectation. Of course, sometimes it's not so easy, sometimes you fail, sometimes you succeed, but this is in football, ups and downs.
Mm-hmm. So flashing back to the time that you left Manchester United, was it the hard decision to make?
It was a hard decision to make, because when you go to a team like this, you don't want to go back or out or somewhere else. But at this moment, I wasn't playing regularly, and I wanted to play because I love football. I wanted to play, and I was telling myself and my agent that I need to feel alive. I need to get my football back on. And this is the moment when I decide to go and play for Fulham with Martinho, because I know that he trusts me, he built the team around me, and it was a great decision for me because I enjoyed it every minute of it.
What will you think about the business transfer of Manchester United at present? Any differences from the transfer window at your time?
Well, for sure, they have good players, Manchester United. They have experienced players, they have young players. But at some position in the team, they need to strengthen a little bit. They need to strengthen a little because you're not insured against injury, against suspension and stuff like this. It is pretty similar with my days. Again, deals have done in the last minute, some drama, some suspension, suspense. And you want things like this because this sells. But nothing too different, and I hope that when they go to buy someone, it's going to be the right person for the position, not just buy because the guy is going to sell t-shirt or just something like that. They need the right players.
And what do you think about the barriers that prevent Manchester United from finding their glory at that time?
Well, it is sad that at the moment the things are not working out, but it's a difficult situation, and I'm sure that the boys, the manager, the staff, everyone is working hard to correct this, and Manchester United can go back to the winning ways, winning the titles. It's not happening at the moment, and I hope that he can get as soon as possible back to the winning ways. Otherwise, if you lose this habit of winning, this DNA, then it's going to be difficult to get it back. Like Liverpool was so many years, and now they're probably winning their first title after 19 years, something like that. So I don't want to see Manchester United get into that position.
You have recommended Manchester United invest in midfielder instead of forward. So how come this suggestion?
Because I think they have in the face of Rashford, Martial, James, Greenwood is coming. They have young, promising players that, in my opinion, you don't want to stop their developing. So if they buy a striker, and if I am Martial or Rashford, I would thinking to myself, well, why are you buying another striker? Then, depending on me, I'm still young, I want to develop. So then my confidence and self-belief is going to be lower down a little bit. So you don't want that in a team. I think they have great players in the face of the players I just mentioned, so they need to give them time to play and develop. In midfield, that's why I say they need a midfield, because maybe they need more there, someone who can accommodate Pogba when he's coming back from injuries, but maybe someone more defensive-wise, someone who can cover if Pogba is making the runs and going up because he's strong in the final third. But again, in the end, the team will decide who to buy.
Okay. And both Manchester United and Spurs are out of top 4 currently. So any chance for them to step in the top 4 again at the end of this season?
Well, I hope, but it's going to be difficult because City, Liverpool, Leicester are unbelievable this season, and I love to see a team who at the beginning of the season nobody thought that they can go to the first 4 teams, and for me they are unbelievable, as well as Sheffield United, who are playing great football in my opinion. So as much as I like to see these teams perform well, I would like to see United and Spurs go there, but for me it's going to be very difficult for them to reach the top 4. But if they do it, for him, because in football you want to win something. You want, when you look back, when you finish with your career, to say I achieved this, this and this. And it's going to be shame for Harry Kane, who is captain of the national team and I think captain of Spurs as well, not to win something when he's finished with his career. It is difficult and delicate decision to take, because he's Mr. Spurs at the moment, so the team is probably starting with him. He is feeling great, he knows that everybody is counting on him, and it's a good feeling. But when is the moment to challenge yourself? When is that moment? So he needs to find the answer to these questions, and in the end, honestly, whatever he chooses, if he stays in Spurs, he's going to score goals, he's going to make me want to watch him play football, and many other also fans. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And if you were a player in Premier League this season, so which club do you like to choose to play?
Well, if we put aside Manchester United and Spurs, because I used to play for them and I would like to play for them again, I'll probably say Leicester. I don't know why. Maybe because I was going to take the ball and give it to Jamie Vardy in the channel so he can score goals, you know, or something like that. I like the way they play at the moment, so yeah, probably this one.
Which is your own 11 of Premier League?
Players?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there's so many players that you can pick from, and to be honest, for example, Spurs and Manchester United, when I used to play for them, they had great players in the team, so I cannot pick 11 out of them. So for me, in these both teams, the player I used to play with, it was a pleasure for me to play with them.
Who will be the top goal scorer and who will be the best player coming to your mind?
Like now in the Premier League?
Yes.
I would like to see Jamie Vardy be the goal scorer. And purely football-wise, a player, for me, I like to watch Kevin De Bruyne, because he is brilliant. He's reading the game so well. Of course, the usual suspect, Salah, of course, Aguero, he's scoring goals for City. But for me, the first name that comes is Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah. And regardless football, you have a movie star appearance and you already have some movie roles. And so, any plans for developing acting career in the future?
No, probably no. I just wanted to try, you know, and I did try it. I enjoyed it. It was fun to make back home. I think I did well. But it was just probably one time, because my focus is about football. This is what I understand. This is what I'm doing all my life, and I would like to stay in football. But in life, you never know. We'll see.
Okay. And now there's some fun question, and you could answer in the fast and fun way.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Well, let's see.
So, who is your idol?
Idol?
Yeah.
I like football idol.
In every aspect.
I never asked, but
That inspired you in life.
Muhammad Ali.
If you're not a footballer in the past, so what would you do for life?
A movie star, probably.
So if tomorrow is a doom day, so what do you do? Would you like to do now?
I will try to stop it.
And you are allowed to bring just one thing to go out every day, so which one do you choose?
Go out.
Which is the essential thing for you? Just one thing.
My phone.
Okay. So, what is your favorite quote?
Interesting questions you have. Probably the one that comes now to my mind. Evil prevails only when good men do nothing.
Okay. So, which do you prefer, movies or TV series?
Well, I say both, but at the moment TV series.
If you could make a rule for everyone to allow for one day, had to follow one day a rule, so what would it be?
Do good.
And the last question, that could you please look at the camera and send a message to Vietnamese audience?
Hello Vietnam, you're watching the Premier League only on K+.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah.